Cowboys Nation, Two-Tone Football. Welcome in, everybody. My name's Rocky C. I cover all Dallas Cowboys content and media on this channel. I'm joined today with a special appearance from Layla. But yeah, so welcome to TTF. Today's video, I really want to discuss the Dallas defense and how certain free agents that we brought in are going to be key pivotal to going forward with this defense. Um, so first and foremost, go rock the goggles for the video. Bam. All right. Let's boogie. So, as you can tell, where has our money gone in free agency? It seems that one position that we addressed that put the most guaranteed money was at safety with Jalen Thompson from Arizona, meaning Jalen Thompson's going to be our guy. He's going to be the dude going forward for the next 2+ years, at least three for sure. And maybe they'll extend him. Who knows? How that all plays out itself. So, and it just got me thinking, okay, because Rayshawn, excuse me, I'm not even gonna say his name. It's Rushawn Gary. Thank you for the comments correcting me on that, by the way. So we have Gary, and he was due a lot of money. Now Dallas they had him take a pay cut, and they moved some money around, and that number dropped. So that was kind of anticipated already. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so that money's there. We didn't really put too much money on DTs. We added a DT, Otito construction noises, and we added a safety with Locke, and we kind of got a new offensive lineman on the offensive side of the ball. But what gets me thinking is the linebackers are still plain as day the glaring. There's first and foremost, there's a lot of holes on this fucking thing, man. There's a lot of things we need to address. The boat is sinking, and we're just got bigger buckets now. So that it is nice. It is nice. But I think what Christian Parker might be working towards is covering up that middle linebacker position with having veteran safeties or having high IQ safeties, guys who can communicate really well. And my theory is that why we're investing in Malik Hooker is because he's a veteran. He's been in the league for so long. His ranginess just kind of disappeared. My man straight up got his grandma biscuit hips now since he's a little bit older, which kind of hurts, like Jaron Curse style. Marquise Bell is still here, but I think he's just a dude who's been in the building for a while, and CP likes him. He likes his frame and such. So we'll keep Marquise Bell, and then we got PJ Locke, and then Jalen Thompson. So the thing that I found in common with those four dudes is they're all very smart players. They're high IQ guys. They can communicate really well, and it kind of got me thinking. Okay, well, our DB's room is juiced up way. It's gotten a lot better than last year. Even with our safeties and then the DBs is our corners. Of course, Revel's going to come back a little bit healthier. Deron Bland still iffy because of his foot, and that foot issue as a corner is always sus. As the youngins say. But anyways, so, and then you can have your there's the Josh Butlers, there's the Reddy Stewards, there's the Kobe Durant's, which I really like. I think he'll be more contributing than the others I mentioned. Um, so our corners are fine. We got dudes there. And then you go down to our D line. Well, our D line and our edges are our D line specifically, our DTs, I should say, are fucking studs. They're all big motherfucking guys, dude. They're all giant. They're all huge. They're all 300 some pound guys, man. Quinnen, Kenny Clark. Then you got Jay Toa, who's just a big ass nose. All four of them are like nose tackles. All four of them can play the nose tackle position, which is usually the nose tackle is a guy lined up over the center. So you have your five linemen. Your nose tackle is going to be right there. Boop. Your center, guards, tackles. Oh, sorry about that. The lighting in here is kind of not that good, so I kind of have to work with what we have here. But our DT room are just stacked with big fucking dudes, and then our edges are really not that great right now, which kind of plays into our linebacker core because our edges right now are just Donovan Izaraku, James Houston, Gary. Uh, Man, I think I'm missing one more, but it's not a lot. It's not enough. It's not enough. And then, of course, you have our off-ball linebackers, which are considered our middle linebackers. We have three. We have three. We have Demarion Overshown, Shamar James, and Barron is number 55. I can't think of his name at the moment. My apologies. But so obviously the glaring hole is the linebacker spot, but the defense isn't that bad. It's gotten better. It has gotten, like I mentioned, we got bigger buckets now. The boat's still sinking, but I mean, dude, that's we have key pieces on our DTs, our D line. We have one key edge. We have our safeties, and then we have our corners. So what I'm thinking is, if we have our green dot guy, if Jalen Thompson is our green dot guy, so the green dot guy is basically the quarterback of the defense. He's going to line everybody up. He's going to call the plays. He talks to the coach and he says what everyone needs to hear. Excuse me. I think Thompson's going to be that guy. And not only that, maybe having these safeties, these veteran safeties in the room is going to allow our linebackers just to be this young freaks of natures, which is kind of what Demarion Overshawn was pre and now. To be fair, he obliterated his whole fucking lower body. Keep that in mind. And then Shamar James is just he's just a athletic dude, man. His instincts and IQ really aren't there. I don't think he can handle that responsibility that well because he's just I think he's like 23 years old. So I mean he's just a kid. And then you have Baron Zordo from fucking the He-Man world as your fucking third line off-ball linebacker. Um, which makes me think, okay, well, if we can allow our linebackers just to play freely in the safety, it's kind of like what I don't know if everyone remembers with like Jalen Smith and LVE kind of. LVE was the guy kind of moving Jalen in place, and Jalen was just a freak of nature, and he just let loose. You just let him go. You let him go, and I mean, I think we made some pretty good. I think the defense was pretty good, but our linebacker play, anyways. And you can even date back to like the Sean Lee days. You know, when we noticed when Sean wasn't there, that game that's a little bit different because the General's a fucking legend. So I don't think anyone will come close to that. And probably, hopefully soon in the rookie linebacker, maybe. I don't know. That's a different conversation. But I think if we have just good safeties that can cover up the linebacker spot, which is going to be a tough play to ask because we have Demo, and I think they're putting a lot of trust and all in their chips with Demarion Overshown, which isn't a bad thing because I think people kind of it goes both ways. I think the blinders go both ways. People kind of forget that he obliterated his whole lower body, and they still remember him as that just freaking nature speed demon, just making tackles everywhere at Texas, and even in his when he came back before his second injury. Um, but then also people, forget that he was this freak of nature who was making plays, who was, he was playing at a really high level. And so if he can just get somewhere close to that, I think we'll be okay. I think our DTs are big enough to cover up the gaps and let our linebackers just run free and make plays. Just go run in there, just find your gap, thump, run downhill. Just attack, 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 attack. You don't got to think about anything too much, just attack. Because I mean, I think Dallas tried to address the linebacker position with a high IQ guy because I think he wants people who can see and read and react in front of him quickly. And I think Nakobe Dean was that guy. And Dallas pushed. I'll give Jerry in the front office their flowers. I'll tip my hat. I will. They really pushed for Nakobe Dean, but I mean, he wanted to go party in Vegas with his buddies, and I don't blame him. He wants to go play football in Nevada with his buds. Hell yeah, man. And the Raiders are on this whole rebuild scenario. I don't blame the guy for not wanting to, well, for choosing Vegas. But it's just unfortunate because I think he matches the IQ and the athleticism. So then now you can have your linebacker and then you're free to draft freely at 12 and 20. You're not kind of restricted where you have to draft a linebacker, which is what I think we're in that position now where 12 or 20 is going to be a linebacker. Either we trade up for somebody or we don't, or if we stay and hold our picks, 12 and 20. One of those two is going to be the linebacker position. I don't know which one. It could be either one, but I truly, truly think that. And I think what's going to help this rookie linebacker, oh dude, a Sonny Styles, Ohio State would be beautiful, beautiful. But realistically, we get like a Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech or a CJ Allen from Georgia or there's another cat I'm forgetting right now. But even if we get, some of those kind of players, that caliber, the cool thing is if what my theory is kind of true, then they just got to play ball, man. They just got to play ball. And as a rookie freak of nature at the linebacker position, I think we can benefit from that and let your safeties just kind of address everybody and get everyone into place. And you have your veterans as well. Just let them do their parts. Um, but we'll see. I'm very intrigued to see because Dallas tried, and I even think they pushed for the Quay Walker too. And there's another linebacker that I think they'd really wanted, and it just fell through. And the linebackers went off the board quick. Holy shit, man! It was just signings after signings after signings after signings. The linebackers just went off the board, and I think that really put Dallas in this position where like, fuck it, we wanted to have someone there in that middle linebacker position. Uh, but now let's just get a dog and throw them there with the demo and let them just free roam. Let them just run downhill, attack, attack, attack. While your DTs clog up the trenches, and then you got your Maurice Luafals and Donovan Izarakus and your edges just coming down with your Garys. You got your veterans, you got your secondary, you got two vets, and the safety, your free safety is Malik, your strong safety is Jalen. Jalen can even come down and play nickel. Then you got your Kobe Durant, your Deron Bland, your Revel, your Kalen Carsons, the Josh Butlers. I like it. All those dudes are vets, man. The youngest position we have on our defense is a linebacker. And they're gonna get younger. I don't think we're gonna address it. We might trade for somebody. I know the rumors of a Patrick Queen. I think it's from Pittsburgh. I think, yeah, from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Um but at the same time, I don't think we're gonna trade for anybody. I hope we do. I'll be pleasantly surprised if we do. I'm all for it. Even if it's just, I mean, fucking anybody. Just grab somebody, man. Just grab someone. But I think that's gonna lead us to that 12th pick being okay. We got to get a linebacker. Linebacker is one thing we do need, not an edge, like an off-ball tackling linebacker. And if it is Sonny Styles from Ohio State, hey, I'm all for it, man. I would love a Sonny Styles, truthfully. But now it's like, do we address the edge? We don't have another edge. We would love a Ruben Bain, or we would like there's Ruben Bain, there's David Bailey, Ruben Bain, Miami, the Hurricanes. There's David Bailey, Texas Tech. Um, there's man, there's a couple dudes out there. I mean, there's Kendrick Falk from I believe Auburn. So I know people really don't want him. I don't want him either. But there's edges we can get. I also seen there's the the boy from Oregon, Thalman or Thielman. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm pretty bad. I should really learn how to pronounce these last names. I'm not too good at those. I should try to read them before I just say them out bluntly. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna be in this weird position where we just, our linebackers are going to be a weak spot for us. But at the same time, if we can get this right and just, hey, let them just be athletic freaks of nature, where you don't got to really think all that much, which is difficult because that's the middle piece of your defense. That's why it's so tough, man. That's why it's going to be so tough. And you have a rookie defensive coordinator, first time ever calling plays. He's not new. This is nothing that's new to him. He's been around this before. He's done with multiple programs in the past with Christian Parker. So I do believe in the system and the process. You got to trust the process, and I do. I do trust the process. The way Brian Schottenheimer created the offensive side of the ball and how he literally went from just scratch nothing and piece by piece by piece by piece building his foundation on offense, and then now he took that same approach to defense. I have to have faith in that, man. I mean, look at the success our offense had. Look what Clayton Adams did for our offensive line and our run game. How he one coordinator, a someone who knows what he's doing fix this. And what's crazy is like Clayton Adams wasn't a part of the Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones tree of coaches. Clayton Adams was a guy that Schottenheimer wanted, and and they asked him like, "Well, why did you want to bring him in?" He's like, "I've never worked with the dude. I've never even met the guy, but I heard he's one of the best at this position, and what we need is our offensive line to play at a high level." So Jerry threw the fucking he threw the damn bag at him, and look how that affected everything, changed everything. So now Shoddy's doing, and I must say too, Jerry and Steven as well, and Will McClay, the GM, not GM. They're all approaching this the same way they did with offense. So it's hard not to have optimism about and a little bit of the hopium, thinking like, okay, we're getting dudes now. These guys we're letting go of all stars, the Osas and such, but I think what we have is going to be really interesting. It's going to be interesting. And to top it off, the element of surprise, because really no one knows what Dallas is going to be bringing in with our defensive squad, and it's kind of helped us last year on offense. No one knew how Schottenheimer was going to call plays. No one knew what to expect. So I think we do have the element of surprise under our belt as a defensive unit with an offense that's already going to be flying colors. It's already going to be just going all cylinders. And the best part, guys, dude, you just gotta be just base middle of the pack. You don't got, dude, last and everything. We watched this defense on third and 24 against the Giants, like week two, week three, and Russell Wilson bombed it for like 45-yard touchdown. You just can't be that bad anymore. So there's only way up from here, and you just got to be mediocre. You just got to be mediocre. You just got to be mediocre. That's all you got to do, and this offense will carry us. This offense will take us into a division title. And I honestly think, man, division title, who knows from there? That's a lot to talk about. But the division is going to be competitive. I do think New York is going to be onto something this year with Harbaugh. I think he's a great addition. Um, I don't think Washington. I think Washington's just going to be there. They'll be kind of contending. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be that successful. And then Philadelphia is just going to be Philly. Like, that's a dumpster fire over there. I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, we'll call it there, guys. I don't want to drag the video too long. I'm gonna start doing more live streams. I've noticed that you guys really like the shorts that we've been making. I'm glad you guys enjoy the shorts. I'm trying to find older videos and place them with like me and James and such. So you guys who are new to the channel or who haven't really had the chance to watch our older videos in the season, you can, go back and take a peek at it. It's some funny stuff that happened in the season. We called it Toaster Watch, which is, I think we'll post that as well. And TTF Rewind will be the title. And yeah, I want to start doing live streams on Fridays. So Friday nights, I don't have an exact time, so I have to figure all that out yet too. And just kind of go from there, guys. Maybe open up have a phone line I want to add and all kinds of goodies I want to add to the channel and background music and stuff. We're actually getting close to that. We're getting close to that. Um, and yeah, all the good stuff. But yeah, you guys have a great one, guys. Take care.